prevailed. Had to be done.
Par terre. Là, c'est vrai que j'avais la lance bénie sur moi, j'aurais pu l'utiliser. Si j'avais eu 2 sous d'intelligence. Ce qui n'est pas le cas. J'aurais dû remettre son canasson à Dimitri, il serait déjà là-haut. Du coup, les mecs, ils défoncent systématiquement tous leurs arcs. Je vais me dire, faut mieux rester à distance, mais... Et ouais, j'ai mon pote doué. Il est là pour moi. C'est mon pote doué. Allez, on va faire un halo pour soigner 4 points de vie.
Too easy. That was tough.
Oh, ils ont oublié de vous prévenir en fait, je peux répliquer à bout portant. Du coup, comme j'ai oublié de le marquer, il passe encore doué. Sur le live rarement, il est plus sur le Discord en général. Ou alors il passe en fufu, il dit vite fait bonjour et il joue à un jeu. C'est pas le genre de jeu qui l'intéresse, ou alors c'est le genre de jeu qu'il va faire plus tard, donc... il se spoil pas. Non, et puis même plus, tu sais. Avant, il y avait de l'amour entre nous. Maintenant, il n'y a plus rien.
That is that.
Give up.
Et comme je le dis toujours, hein, de toute façon, si le jeu vous intéresse et que vous voulez venir, c'est bien. Si le jeu vous intéresse pas, vous venez pas, c'est pas grave. Je veux dire, rien n'oblige les gens à venir systématiquement sur le live. Au contraire, je préfère venir, vous voir venir quand vous aimez ça. Au moins, vous prenez du bon temps. Il a même pas une discussion avec le de garde. Au moins tu me rappelles ailleurs. Ah non, mais tout le monde a le droit de regarder ce qu'il veut en même temps. Je veux dire, il manquerait plus qu'en plus tu te fasses engueuler par un streamer parce que tu vas voir quelqu'un d'autre, quoi. Si le mec te râle dessus, faut qu'il se pose des questions sur ce que lui fait, hein. Pas l'inverse, hein. J'ai déjà eu ça. Ah non.
I'm told it's make them suffer.
Si les gens ne veillent pas sur un live, c'est la faute du streamer, pas des viewers. Même si c'est triste et que c'est décevant pour les gens.
Thank you.
Ça doit être la crise de la quarantaine. Peut-être. J'en suis pas encore là, moi, donc... Ah mais là moi je veux que Dimitri vienne. Vous comprenez? Dimitri quoi. Y'a que lui qui a bousculade. Dans tout le groupe... Je peux utiliser inversion pour le faire avancer d'une case. Ça, c'était de l'avancée. Genre de truc qu'on ne voit que sur le Bakael live. J'espère que la batterie va tenir. Ah mais garde de la batterie pour pouvoir appeler au cas où si t'as un problème, Chilo. Reste pas sur le live pour rester sur le live, quoi.
Do not try to say you have forgotten. Do you know just how many people died in Dusker?
Why bother with this? Stay silent and fight.
So, you want to turn your eyes away from the lives you have trampled? You are a monster. The lowliest beast I have ever known.
Mais dis pas ça, c'est elle de garde.
Saw that coming.
J'aime bien être réciproque. Moi aussi t'aimes bien.
Is this some kind of twisted joke? been looking for you. I will take that head from your shoulders and hang it from the gates of Endor! Stop right there!
Le sang noir de la censure. Oui, malheureusement. Qu'est-ce que tu veux, on vit dans un pays où personne ne sait que le sang est rouge.
Before I break your neck, there is one thing I must ask you.
Stay out of my way.
I don't recall giving you permission to speak. Answer my question. That is all you have left to do. Flame Emperor. No. Edelgard. Tell me now. You killed your own mother, and yet you haven't even had the decency to stop and consider the reasons behind your actions. Have you?
I already told you I had nothing to do with that.
It was foolish to think I could reason with a lowly beast. Your Majesty, no! You are a monster.
Come, Hubert.
To flee is futile, wicked girl. The Church of Seros will raise its entire army against you until you have been captured and punished. You have defiled the holy tomb, dishonored the goddess, and humiliated your brethren. That crime will never be erased. Even if you burn in the eternal flames and spill all of your blood into the goddess's soil. Come, Professor. Let us return and decide upon our next course of action.
We weren't able to defeat her. Your Highness. I will kill Edelgard with my own hands. I swear it! Let's return to the monastery, Professor. It is clear what must be done.
Non, pas encore, non. Il reste encore trop d'inconnus. De plus, le chevalier de flamme, là, il avait l'air de se défendre contre les autres, donc...
He's finally shown his true face. The same Dimitri I've seen once before. A beast who loves spilling blood.
You're wrong. I'm sure of it. There has to be an explanation.
I knew he'd been carrying the burden of that tragedy. I understand his thirst for revenge. His family and closest friends, all massacred right in front of him. But it still doesn't add up. There must be more that we don't know.
That's true. Dimitri didn't come unhinged until after the Flame Emperor was unmasked.
You don't think there's some connection between those two, do you?
The leaders of the church have misused its creed to fulfill their true desire, to rule the world. They have fooled the people of Fodlan. Long ago, they divided the Empire to create a kingdom, and then divided that kingdom to create an alliance. They did all of this to make the masses bicker amongst themselves. They caused instability in order to they gathered gold and lived in extravagance. How? By preying on the devotion of those who wished for the goddess's salvation. Those corrupt hypocrites cannot lead Fodlan to true peace. Their foul belief system must be torn asunder so that true wisdom may finally prevail. And so, I have decided, by order of the Adrestian Emperor, Edelgard von Hresfel, the Empire hereby declares war on the Church of Seros.
Mais techniquement parlant, je suis pas contre ce qu'elle est en train de dire en fait.
Cannot believe it. Let us recount the situation as it stands, Professor. After you returned from the Holy Tomb, the Adrestian Empire declared war upon the Church of Seros, as well as our allies. Edelgard demanded her own father relinquish the throne, and then assumed the position of Emperor. She has deemed the Church of Seros to be an evil of this world, and is calling upon the people of Fodlan to help her tear it down. I must discuss our response to this declaration with the Archbishop, after the Knights return from their investigation. Until then, watch over the students. See that they remain calm.
Professor, the Empire has declared war on the Church of Seros. We knew this day would come, sooner or later.
What's going to happen? We can't afford to be optimistic. It's entirely possible the kingdom will be invaded.
Settle yourself, Ingrid. We need to carefully consider our options.
We can't just act rashly. That will only make things worse.
Once we've ascertained the situation, we must return to Ferdiad. Your Highness.
Je m'interroge quand même comment les choses tournent quand tu prends un autre personnage du coup. Est-ce que ça reste la même histoire? Est-ce que du coup quand tu prends Edelgard, tu passes du côté des méchants? Techniquement parlant. Hein.
To war. Together, the people of Fodlan relish the beauty of the brilliant moon overhead as another year ends. They recall sad partings and new acquaintances alike, but each person must still walk their chosen path alone. With each day, the presence of spring grows stronger, and yet a lone moon still haunts the sky. A silent reminder, perhaps, of some inescapable truth.
Quoi? Ah non, ah non, ah non, vous allez pas faire commencer le mois à la fin là.
Unforgivable. I cannot fathom that the Adrestian Empire would embark on such a
The fault is my own. I failed to see the wickedness within Edelgard's heart. She plotted with ill-meaning strangers to achieve her own ambitions and defiled the Holy Tomb. If that is not wicked. Or perhaps her ambitions are even grander than we know. Perhaps she is planning to make herself a false deity.
Adrestia received its very name through a divine oracle. To injure the goddess is a sin most foul that shall not be forgiven, nor forgotten. We must stop the Empire, and quickly.
I have returned, Rhea.
Welcome back, Shamir. Were you able to discern the Empire's movements?
Their main troops are marching towards Garreg Mach. It is said that they will join forces with Edelgard's army and arrive within 2 weeks.
2 weeks? That is not enough time.
En même temps, t'attendais à quoi? Elle allait pas te laisser 6 mois pour que tu te prépares, hein.
It will require all of our efforts just to prepare our defenses before then. We must send notice to all surrounding villages at once. We must order the residents of Garreg Mach to flee for their lives.
It will be done.
Professor, listen closely. If our enemy invades the monastery, I will have no choice but to stand upon the battlefield. If something happens to me, I am entrusting my sacred duties to you. You must have guessed it by now. The truth of who you are. Or perhaps I should say, your lost memories are surely beginning to return. I have acted all these long years as a mere proxy for you. But the duty is yours, and yours.
Rhea, please. You must tell me all that you know. I beg of you. That one is the progenitor god. Am I...
In a sense. Our dear professor is a vessel. One who carries the power of the progenitor god within. In time, the vessel will become one with the power contained within, and the progenitor god shall return to this world.
I see. I trust that you are aware of the questionable nature of this experiment. But I suppose there is no turning back.
I ask that you help our friend. And in doing so, help her. I am waiting and hoping for the moment when our creator rules this wayward land once more.
I understand. As ever, I will take you at your word.
Lady Rhea, brother, I will do my part as well.
Flame, were you eavesdropping? Regardless, I am glad to hear it. You owe your life to the professor after all. And in the end, they may prove to be our brethren.
You have my gratitude, Seteth. And you as well, Flame. As followers of the progenitor god, it is up to us to see our mission through.
Tam, ta 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 tam, tam.
Hey, Ash. Hey there, Cyril. Is something on your mind?
Well, I wanted to thank you for helping me.
Huh? When do you mean?
You know, when you helped me with cleaning up the library?
Je m'en rappelle pas.
Right. That was quite a while ago. I'd completely forgotten about it. No need to thank me, though. It was nothing. Do you need help with anything today?
Il est que 9h30, hein, t'as encore du temps.
Well, I'd rather take care of the stuff I've been asked to do on my own.
I could give you a hand, though, couldn't I?
Yeah, you could, but me doing those jobs is why I get to stay here, even though I'm an Almiran.
Oh, so it's a status thing. I can understand that. I can get pretty awkward if I ever have to ask a favor from a noble.
Exactly. That's why I don't want anybody's help.
You don't need to feel that way around me, though. I'm just a commoner. I'm only in here thanks to a bit of luck. So really, I'm just the same as you.
I don't know if that's exactly true, but maybe.
Either way, birth and social status don't really matter for us, do they?
Et matinale à toi, Kazuo. Bienvenue parmi nous.
After all, we're friends, right?
J'espère que tu vas bien. Tam, tam.
Friends?
Yeah, and when a friend needs you, you've got to help, don't you?
I don't know. I guess I've never been anybody's friend before.
It's easy. If I'm in trouble, you help me out. And if you need something, I help you too.
Huh. Okay. But I've packed up for the day already, so maybe you could help me out next time?
Sure. Whenever you need a hand, just let me know.
Ash is my friend, and friends help each other out. Yeah, that sounds nice.
Ça sent pas mal en effet. file d'attente, Bakael essaie toujours tout le monastère dans sa classe. Non, j'ai pas encore... J'en ai recruté qu'une de l'extérieur en fait. J'ai pas pris le temps de...
Oh well, I guess I have no other options. I'll have to take care of this myself.
What's that?
I'm keeping you warm so you don't catch cold. I'm sorry. Did I make you uncomfortable?
I was just surprised. Thanks, Mercy.
Oh, I'm happy to hear you call me that. You know, I seem to find you in here pretty often. Do you have a favorite book?
Nah, but it's always real quiet here, so it's where I like to sleep.
I see. You always seem so wrapped up in your work. That is, whenever you're not
No, not really.
But don't you want some? Having friends is much more fun than spending all of your time alone.
Tu sais que tu es fatigué quand tu cherches du lait dans les toilettes. Bah, tant que t'as pas essayé de boire l'eau, ça va. Hein.
I don't want people treating me like an outsider.
An outsider? You? Who would possibly say?
Oh, so you don't think anyone thinks that? Should I tell you what happened to me before I came here?
Oh no, you really don't have to.
Genre, il va se reposer, quoi. Il a 2 gosses à surveiller. Donc vous inquiétez pas, il va pas se reposer. Non, j'essaie de corriger un truc, mais j'y arrive pas. J'arrive pas à corriger mon fond vert avec le peu de lumière qu'il y a de l'extérieur, en fait. Et j'ai pas envie d'allumer la lumière.
Percy. I sure like everyone here too, but it feels like you're...
Et je suis pas sûr qu'il lui disait merci en fait, il lui disait merci son prénom.
Something different than a friend.
Erreur de traduction.
In what way? Do you not like me?
No, it's not that. I can't... You know how sometimes you can't explain things? This is... If I had a sister, I think that might be how it feels being around you.
C'est vrai. Mais vous avez pas besoin de voir plus de ma tête de toute façon.
Really? That's just as well.
Oh, you got a brother?
I do, but I haven't seen him in so long. It's almost like he's not really my brother anymore. Anything at all. I'll do my best to help you out.
I can count on you for anything? Wow.
Avec le vieux?
And that should explain it. Did you understand?
C'est une arnaque et une tuerie.
I did. Thank you very much. Oh, but I was also wondering about this part.
Questioning something like this is proof that your understanding has grown. Sit there, and I'll put this on the blackboard so you may copy it into your notes for later study.
Wonderful. I can't wait.
I believe that should explain everything, yes?
None. Thank you so much. I feel so great. I'm really sorry for taking up so much of...
Not at all. Not at all. Your intellectual curiosity and you have a top-notch...
Anne-Man, elle est trop jeune pour toi. Contente-toi de Manuela.
Seeing you continue to grow and succeed is more than a humble professor like myself deserves.
Really? That's so nice of you to say. I'll do my best.
Courage, Shiloh, tu vas y arriver.
I'm honored to be your student.
Oh putain, les One Direction.
If only your friends would learn from your example. Yes, a classroom full of attentive, studious pupils would be quite refreshing. Have a good evening, Miss Annette. And do not hesitate to ask any...
I won't, thank you.
Wait, you'll trip if you leave like that.
I'm sorry.
Quoi, ils sont morts, les One Direction? Et du coup, dans quelle direction est-ce qu'on va? Maintenant qu'ils sont plus là pour nous guider. Dieu ait pitié de notre âme.
I am owing big debts to Duke Garrett of the Empire. He is a friend of Edelgard. He is to her side.
Fallait me rejoindre quand tu le pouvais, c'est tout. Maintenant c'est trop tard. Je vais être obligé de t'abattre.
Training has get but.
Ouais, mais cavalerie, j'ai même pas commencé avec professeur. Je voulais pas être trop cavalière. Putain, elle a quitté sa chambre. Oula, oula, c'est ce désastre. Ça doit vraiment être le chaos.
I've known His Highness since I was a child. He seemed like a completely different person than the one I know.
Est-ce que ça vous attriste? Mais bien sûr qu'on va jardiner.
What does war with Edelgard mean for us, Professor? And why does she even want that? Yeah, that's how it always goes, I guess. You never realize something can't be undone until you've done it.
Oh, Professor, can I join your class?
Yes!
Oh oui!
I don't know why, but
Ma bestie.
that's how it always goes.
Maintenant que tu es dans ma classe, je vais t'offrir... Je vais t'offrir... de nature et d'art. Ouais.
Wow.
Tu savais que en garçon l'histoire diverge un peu? Mais elle diverge à qui? Non, mais par contre il semblerait que il y a une grosse différence entre les persos que tu prends au début, quoi. Courage Chilo, tu vas bientôt pouvoir y arriver. Je sais pas où tu vas, mais... Tu savais que j'ai passé le niveau B+, grâce à la pêche? Ta 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 ta.
Pardon me. Greetings, Professor. Something to apparently, this is the first time Garreg Mach has been invaded in its whole 900. It's my job to protect this gate. So even if enemy, I hope we both survive. Let's battle with all.
Ok. Je suis pas sûr d'avoir bien compris, mais... c'est ce que j'ai compris, d'accord. Oui, il me faut des hameçons, s'il vous plaît. Plus d'hameçons. Encore. Mais j'aimerais bien avoir mon professorat avant la fin de l'année. Il reste plus que 2 semaines.
Return soon, please.
Hey, welcome. You have a good eye. A pleasure. You have a good eye. A pleasure. You have a good eye. You have a good eye. A pleasure to you have a good eye. A pleasure you have a good eye. A pleasure you have a good eye.
Je savais que la pêche me servira à quelque chose un jour.
A pleasure you have a good eye.
Avec tous les poisons que j'ai pêchés,
A pleasure you have a good eye.
je vais pouvoir acheter tous les objets qu'il me faut ce mois-ci.
A pleasure do you have a good eye. A pleasure doing business with you. You have a good eye.
Ou pas.
Pleasure do you have a good eye.
Putain, mais les trucs, ça se vend rien, quoi.
A pleasure doing business with you. You have a good eye. A pleasure do you have a good eye. A pleasure doing business with you. You have a good eye. A pleasure you have a good eye. A pleasure you have a good eye. A pleasure doing business. Come again.
Ça vaut le coup de tuer des bestes sacrées quand même.
Hello there. Return soon, please.
Welcome.
Les sticks de la Switch, c'est une arnaque sur place. Je les renvoie, mais j'ai pas le temps.
This one? Thank you.
Ah, mais cette tête nous a rejoint.
This one? Thank you. This one? Thank you. This one? Thank you.
Je joue pas à la manette. Mais en fait, j'ai une manette à pas cher et elle est pas terrible. Du coup, je joue avec les Wiimotes, les Switch modes, je veux dire.
This one? Thank
Les
you.
Switch modes qui sont directement sortis de l'enfer. Hein. Et de l'ASMR. Ah oui, de l'ASMR. Bonsoir, vous êtes sur Bakael Live. Aujourd'hui, on va parler de toutes ces choses que l'on aime tous. Les voix douces. Douces. Comme les mini-doux. Mini-doux. Sanak, Zanak, Sanadou. Oh, qu'est-ce que c'est doux. Doux comme le redou. Oh. Ah mais attends, la Switch Pro c'est 70 € quoi. Ça vaut plus cher qu'un jeu.
Come back soon.
Hey there. Come back anytime. What the?
What do you require?
Ça vaut 2 burnes. Et je les aime bien. Les miennes. Hein. J'ai encore jusqu'à 12 h. Pour monter 3 marches, ouais, ça devrait aller. Reste zen. Keep it cool, babe. Comme le dirait mon pote Ignatz.
You know, I've learned so much. So, I feel braver just. We're gonna win this. I'd also like to talk to you about my future. Really? I'll study.
Moi, je vais me pêcher. Ouais, pareil. Mais je vais voir qui on peut recruter déjà. Vu que tu m'as excité tout à l'heure en me disant que j'avais recruté toute l'école.
Half of the other Bernadetta's father, Count Varley, and my father. Well.
Ouais, mais cuirassé, mais jamais de la vie, quoi. Qui va faire cuirassé avec son personnage principal, quoi. Je veux dire, respectez-vous, quoi.
Error. Oh, I didn't actually think it would. I feel as though I'm not, Professor.
Hey. We're falling behind. I don't know that we can keep up with the new Emperor. To think that she, however hard we fight, the enemy has too many advantages.
Ça prend du temps hein, de tout mettre en rang A, mon case. Hein. Putain. Je suis à 60 heures de jeu, j'en suis loin. Hein. Je sais pas si tu vois, hein, mais voilà quoi. Après, c'est pas forcément le personnage que j'ai plus masterisé, on va dire. Et François Damien derrière. C'est pas sorti d'affaire.
It's my job. I've got it. How could Edelgard? I just don't.
Bam, 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 bam.
Those who serve the church must cast aside all selfish. But is it right to wield piety as a weapon? The church,
Pas trop courir, sinon ça va pas s'ouvrir. Ça va pas s'ouvrir. On joue pas pareil, c'est pour ça. Vu le temps que j'ai passé en mission secondaire... Salut Doué! Comment est-ce la casa? Et justement, il y a quelqu'un qui voulait de tes nouvelles tout à l'heure. Elle s'appelle Chichichi là. Je lui ai dit que t'étais un gros connard de merde.
Hello there. How dare they threaten the god? There is no need to worry, I promise you. In the days of yore.
Continue de règles de placer en général sur la ligne de front, mais j'en connais un qui n'a pas la cure, il se base au mépris de sa propre vie. Dois-je faire quelque chose? Je suis enfant unique et je suis produit par l'héritier, mes parents ont adopté quelqu'un. Que devrais-je faire? Ah ouais? Carrément, ce matin c'est pas moi, hein. Soi-disant qu'il y aurait des fantômes dans le monastère ou pas, c'est ridicule, ça m'empêche de me concentrer sur mes études. Mais si tu changes pas les priorités, ça fera jamais le reste, tu le sais bien. Enfin ça tu le sais déjà.
Surely we can... Oh, Professor, excuse me.
Comme dans la vraie vie, des mauvais conseils. Non, je donne toujours de très bons conseils.
War is breaking out again, is it not? An honorable notion. Do you think I never wanted another? All we can do is steal
Need something? See you again soon.
J'ai pas assez de renommée. Faudrait que je me renomme.
I guess we have no choice but to fight, have we? I'm sure we'll be all right, though, Professor.
Ah, si tu m'as spoilé, Doué, comment je te massacre ta gueule. Ah, mais sérieux, quoi. Je te promets, je te pète les rotules. Hein. Allez, bisous, Kaz. Mais c'est pas une question de ça, tu vois bien que j'ai pas fini le jeu. Tu parles pas de la fin. Je sais pas, moi. Ça s'appelle le respect. Moi, je te raconte pas la fin de tes jeux.
Edelgard must have been preparing for this for a while now. If you really think about it, she must have been planning for this even before you got the sword. Of course she was always a step ahead of us. We were blinded by the ball and the battle of the eagle and lion.
What is Edelgard even trying to achieve? She wants to destroy the church so badly that she'll take on anyone who doesn't fall in line? I don't get it.
Fais pas la victime, hein, c'est toi qui as merdé.
I just can't believe. Could Captain Gerald's death have also been a part of her? Don't you go and die on me, Professor. Captain Gerald would never forgive you. Hey, I hope we get a chance to practice together when you find the time. I know I'm in a different class, but you're the only other person here who's learned from Captain Gerald. Hello.
Uzel, Annette.
The most important nobles in the Empire are no. I didn't think it possible that the Imperial Princess could ascend the throne so easily. However, it seems that both my father and Caspar's are supporting Edelgard. Having both the Minister of Domestic Affairs and Minister of Military Affairs on your side gives. You must have been making preparations for quite some time without any. Your class. What do you say? I believe I. Wonderful. By the way. The most important. I didn't think. However, having both the. You must have been making.
I hear the Alliance's territory will be in danger if we don't get. If the Alliance is in danger, that means my sister's in danger too. It doesn't matter how many guys they throw at us. But first, good to see him. I was just on my.
Je pense que la force j'ai assez et cuirassé par contre je l'ai pas monté donc.
This looks delicious.
This is my absolute favorite.
Il fallait s'en douter qu'en vendant tous les trucs.
Ooh, this is nearly as delicious as Mother's cookie.
Peu de résistance à la magie, ça peut pas faire de mal.
You want me to cook? Not that I don't have experience, but
Avec des légumes, ça devrait aller.
cooking's a bit. I see.
Right,
His Highness calls for the head of Edelgard. For me, that is cause enough to fight. The hatred of His Highness is also my hatred. And if Edelgard was responsible in any way for the if that is the case, then she is.
Mais elle vous a déjà dit 2 fois que c'était pas elle qui était là-bas. De toute façon, elle était trop jeune. Si le prince avait 12 ans, elle aussi.
You'll battle it me? Oh, I'm going to run away. I have
Professor, but if you
Ah, j'ai jamais monté la hache.
you'll battle Adel, me?
Maybe. Things must be. I don't get it. Why did Edelgard make enemies with the nobles? Ideal she believed in. I hope this all.
Is that so?
Once the Imperial army reaches the monastery,
What's going to happen to us?
Bah rien.
I believe you.
Oh, that!
once the Imperial...
What's...
The Empire's aggression cannot stand. But if it goes without saying that I will. But House Gloucester's territory is adjacent to Imperial lands. I have heard. I believe you. What do you say? Shall we arrange a trip? I suppose. I expect. The Empire's. It goes with. But House Gloucester.
Ça craint, j'ai recruté la moitié de l'école.
That's so.
Tous des personnages que je n'utiliserai jamais.
Edelgard became emperor and raised an army, huh? I mean, yeah, of course. The more I think about it, the more surprised I am. I wonder who's gonna win. Thinking about it.
Professor? Edelgard is the Emperor? And she's declared war again? I really don't understand any of this.
Ils sont vraiment stupides à ce point. Qu'est-ce qu'ils pensent? Jalouche qu'ils soient restés à l'école.
If I could go back to last month and throttle my... Now it turns out Edelgard is the Flame Emperor and the new Adrestian Emperor. And she's striking out against the monastery. With the full force of the Imperial army behind her. We gotta beat her at her own game. For our sake as well as...
Okay. I thought we'd all be really busy with assignments. Now that things have turned out like this, I guess there's nothing.
I don't normally. We aren't especially close, but I'd almost rather. I hope he's not part of the group coming to it. Hey, Professor. No.
You saw it too, didn't you? The boy. He's hidden his desire for, well, regard that girl starting an all-out, but an enemy is an enemy, no matter who they are. Aha, this is nice. All right. All right.
Le tournoi des lances. En vrai, il y a Ingrid qui devrait y aller, quoi. Sauf que Sylvain, je crois qu'il a fait 0 tournoi en gagnant. Dimitri, je crois que je lui ai fait faire le tournoi des épées. Ou c'était peut-être Félix, je sais plus.
That one is expected.
Sachant que là, Sylvain, il est en classe mage. Hein.
You're out of luck.
Je vais monter la magie noire.